Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another shelf here on my CD hip-hop collection overview. I believe this is part 32, and this is going to be the start of a two-part video from my Canadian hip-hop collection. So, yeah. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, sorry about that. I always neglect this series, but just it's hard to find time to do like 30-minute videos all the time, so... but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this. Starting out here with the fourth pyramid, the pyramid scheme. Yeah, I like this, man. I thought this was actually pretty good. It's got some good stuff on here. Sorry about the glare, guys. Yeah, Canadian, obviously Canadian cat. I think he's from Toronto, I want to say. I think he is anyways. Yeah, and then we had a follow-up here. This guy belongs to the Stars by the Fourth Pyramid. This is like more like an EP. I didn't really care for this one as much. It just felt like there was really no direction on it. I didn't really care for the beats a whole lot on that one. Yeah, so. Then we got Anonymous Twist here, Through the Looking Glass. This album came out in 2003, I believe. Anonymous Twist is an Asian MC, and he's very unique, man. He's got a very unique flow and style to him. Very entertaining, really catchy kind of beats. Good stuff though, man. I really enjoyed this. When I did a radio show years and years ago, in Canada we have to play so much Canadian content, and I used to spin Anonymous Twist all the time, and people always used to call in and be like, who is that guy? So I recommended Anonymous Twist to a shitload of people, so always got positive feedback from him. Here's another Anonymous Twist album, The Crucible. Little thin line case deal. I didn't really care for this one as much. Again, this one felt like it was thrown together. You know, you got features from Planet Asia, you know, Sean Price on here and stuff, but, you know, it's okay. It was okay. It's a decent listen, just not as good as his first one, you know, really, but... then we got Art of Fresh, just an EP. And we got this cat here. I believe he's from Nova Scotia. I'm not 100% about that. But yeah, his name is Asher Roth. This guy right here he sounds exactly like Eminem. Just his voice, not in style. I mean, a little bit with rhyme schemes and stuff like that, but his voice is like identical to Eminem. I can see why they signed this guy, you know, kind of playing off the Eminem type deal. Yeah, very short-lived. I don't know what he's doing these days. I know some of his mixtapes were actually pretty interesting, but not my type of style, really. It was, for the most part, it was a little entertaining, but it wasn't really my favorite stuff. I got it for free from the station. Atlas. This is presented by Tragedy Gaddafi, a French MC. Yeah, I haven't listened to this in a long time. I think it's actually in French, so I don't know. I don't know French, so whatever. Backburner, Heatwave. This is fucking phenomenal. Really, really great stuff. One of the better Canadian hip-hop albums to come out in the last few years. It's just pure heat. Canadian supergroup, of course, with all these cats on there. Down at the bottom, you can see, of course, Wordberg, Jay Busy, list goes on and on. Yeah, nothing but heat. Pun intended. Really, really good stuff. Everyone should pick up that one. And then here's their sophomore album, Eclipse. Not as good, but still really tight. I really enjoyed this album. You know, it's more or less the same type of stuff, just a lot of MCs spitting their bars over beats and stuff. Not a lot of real structured songs, but it's cool. And then we got Basements of Badham Volume 2. This is just a Canadian compilation album with all of these cats on there. You can see Mindbender. We got Tool Shed on there, Thesis, Fritz the Cat. Stuff like that, man. Pretty cool compilation. And then we got a group called B. This is a pretty interesting listen here. I haven't listened to it in a while, but I remember it being really, really different. I think this is quite political, if I remember correctly, but yeah, interesting stuff. Then we got this cat named Belly. This guy just does not look or even sound Canadian. It's like ridiculous, man. I seen this guy perform one time. He's like very gangster, man. It's interesting. But look at the features, man. You got Scarface on here, Corrupt. Corrupt's on here a couple times. Drew, Genuine, Monique. Double disc album. Not really my type of thing. It sounds like it's almost like Southern Canadian hip-hop. It's weird, man. I don't know, man. I could never really get into this cat. He's definitely not like horrible or anything, but it's just his sound isn't my style. But one of my favorite Canadian MCs, Bird of Prey, Get It Done. I interviewed this guy years ago on my radio show, and he's just such a down-to-earth guy. It was such a great interview. We we just shot the shit about hip-hop, and just, you know, we talked about him collecting. He's a really, really big vinyl collector, and he, you know, he obviously produces too, but it's a dope MC, man. Really good. Love his style. Yeah, good stuff, man. Representing, I think Bird of Prey originally is from Winnipeg, but they represent Vancouver from Peanuts and Corn, which is a label out of Vancouver. It's fantastic. You'll see nothing but Peanuts and Corn stuff in here. Peanuts, not penis. I know people always think I say penis. Alleged Legends. This is DJ Moves and Bird of Prey. Really, really great album, man. This is the only album on Peanuts and Corn, the label, that wasn't fully produced by McEnroe. So done by DJ Moves right there. Bird of Prey on the mic, just fantastic. Absolutely love this record. Really, really good stuff. Then we got Black Element, Major Minority. It's okay, not really my thing. Then we got Bless presents Platinumberg, The Movement. Yeah. Again, it's an okay stuff. Let's see what's on there. Got some Guru. Afara, that's pretty cool. Another album I didn't really care for too much, Bo's Pheromone. Bad Man. Not really my thing. Again, I actually got this one sent to me. I can't remember who sent me this, but it's got Mocha only and stuff on there. Not really my sound. Different, kind of weird, kind of almost poppy at times. It's weird. Break Bread, kind of a group developed from Peanuts and Corn. You got Gruff, McEnroe, Pipskid, YY, John Smith, and DJ Honeycutt, and you'll see a lot of those names come up in these shelves because I love Peanuts and Corn. These guys are fantastic. These guys really, really talented, man. MCs, good stuff. Brockway Biggs in all his simplicity. Met this guy. I was supposed to interview him, but I was actually sick a few years back when I was doing my show, and he actually came to my house. We chill for a little bit, but yeah, I never really got to, you know, develop a whole conversation with him, but yeah, I don't know. It's okay. Not really the greatest stuff. Future Superstars 2009 Canadian hip hop presented by Brockway Biggs, just compilation of hip hop and stuff. Buck 65. What's the name of this record? House Against the World. Yeah, I didn't really care for this album, actually, man. This was very, very forgettable. Buck 65 is very hit miss with me. He does a lot of kind of experimental stuff and things like that. I'm not really too fond of. Situation. I really enjoyed this album, though, man. 1957. Love that track. Actually, a lot of tracks in here. Really good stuff. Again, Buck 65. Never been one of my favorite MCs. I do like a lot of his older stuff. But in recent years, he's gotten so experimental and stuff. It's not really my thing. Brass Monk. Dark Sunrise. Actually, a pretty good album. Have to say, man, this was actually pretty dope. Never really expected much from this. Was released by Battle Axe Records. Good stuff, though. Cadence Weapon out of Edmonton. Breaking Kefebi, however you want to pronounce. Another album I played the shit out of. I was actually supposed to interview this guy. I was trying to work out an interview with him. Never kind of fell through. But yeah, this album's really good, man. Really interesting delivery and beats. Like, it's nothing you've ever heard, man. It sounds really interesting. It's just something you got to check out for yourself. A little bit more the same stuff on After Party Babies. Not as good, but he was definitely growing as an MC at this point in his career. You can tell just in the writings and stuff. And then we got Hope in Dirt City. His third album. I don't know if he has anything else after this. Some good songs on here. Chevelle was pretty cool. But again, his albums started going downhill for me. Choclair, classic Canadian stuff here. I met Choclair years ago at a show here in my hometown back in 90. I think it was in 96 actually. It was on the Rap Essentials tour. I actually have a poster right up here, signed by everybody that was on that tour, and I actually got to hang out with these cats and stuff. Pretty cool, man. Choclair ripped that fucking show. Danny-O was always my favorite, but good stuff. Then we got the Choclair, however you want to pronounce that. Very, very weird, interesting stuff. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but yeah. You'll see a lot of that MAPL, that just stands for like Canadian content kind of thing. That's not exactly what it stands for, but that's what it's implying. It's Canadian. City Real, good stuff, man. Represent Van City. I really enjoyed this, man. This is really good stuff, man. Jeff Speck, Wes Mackey on your Mocha only. yeah, man, really, really good stuff here. I believe this is City Real in West Mackey. This was just a copy I made of this. This is really fucking good. It's got some good tracks on it, man. Getting into some classified stuff. Union Dues from, I think, 2000, I want to say this album came out in. It's one of his first major releases. He had about 4 or 5 albums out before this, but they were independent releases. I don't even think they've been pressed up on CD, but this is like his first major release on his own label of Half-Life Records. Dope stuff, man. Love a lot of... Old Classified was wicked. Average MC, man, my favorite track on here. Questions is really dope. Man, Classified used to be really, really good. Trial and Error, Classified. Just the Way It Is, man, with DL Incognito, Eternia, Maestro. So sick, man. There's a lot of good songs on here, man. Classified, man, he's a dope producer / MC. Boycott in the Industry. Really, really great breakout album. This is the one that kind of probably put him on the map. Every song on this album is catchy and good. He was spitting heat on this one. While You're Asleep, and a lot of the tracks that are on this compilation album are stuff from like his early days. I mean, and there's older stuff too, but it's nice to see some of the stuff before Union Dues on here. Pretty cool stuff though. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of really interesting samples used. I can't even believe that got cleared. It's crazy. Hitchhiking Music. This is about the point in Classified's career when things started to go a little more poppy for him. I do like a lot of stuff on here. Hard to Be Hip Hop with Maestro is really good. But yeah, I got Jay Busy, Jay Brews on here. That's cool. Hip Hop Star was really cool too. Where am I here? And then we get into Self-Explanatory. This is when it started really going downhill for myself. There's some good songs on here. They call this hip hop. Royce to 5'9". Yeah, I know a lot of people really dig that album, but I don't know. Then we got Handshakes and Middle Fingers. I really enjoyed this album. This one kind of stepped up its game for me on this one. Thought it was really cool. Good record. Good production on that one. Then we go to Classified, self-titled record. This album is just pure rubbish. Every song on this album is just atrocious, man. It's just so bad. It's very, very pop sounding, and he changed his style completely on this. It's ridiculously bad. Grateful. This one he kind of stepped it back a little bit. He kind of toned down the poppiness a little bit. There still has his moments on here, but he does have like Primo and Snoop Dogg on here and stuff like that. Mike Boyd being his brother. Then we got Slug from, of course, from Atmosphere and stuff. But this has its moments, man. It's actually a nice record to come back to after that real fail of an album. Codename Scorpion, Abstract Rude and Prevail, Mocha Only, or Codename Scorpion. This is fucking dope. They created this group just for this one record, released by Battle Axe Records. And this is really good, man. Smoking in Here, Stop Biting. Kind of tells you who's on the vocals and everything. This whole record is good, man. It's really, really good. One of the better Battle Axe albums to come out, in my opinion. We got Craig Hodges. What's the guy's name again? David Hodges. Shit, dude. I totally forgot the guy's name for a second. Live Forever. This is good, man. This guy, completely underrated. This album is really good. I played a lot of this shit on my show years ago. Show you what's on here. It's so weird they don't have the songs like on the back, but yeah, there's some good stuff on here, man. Very, very unknown album. Danio, Speak No Evil. This is a press copy of it. Good stuff. Love Danio. He's one of my favorite Canadian MCs. Dear Hip Hop. These are obviously out of order. Dear Hip Hop, his first album. This is really fucking good. This is a legit copy. Yeah, Dear Hip Hop, man. One of my favorite Canadian hip hop songs ever. Then we got The Book of Daniel. Again, it is a press copy. They're just in thin lines. That's how he sold them on his website. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Again, it's Danio, man. Not the greatest beats in the world, but I still really dig it, man. I love his style. I like his rawness. I like his, it's just how he's always coming at you. I always feel like Danio's hungry on his tracks. So, it's pretty cool stuff. Then we got Decisive, Let the Children Die. I thought this was pretty cool. Kind of dug Decisive a little more before this album dropped. I don't know. I know he's put out stuff after. I just don't have it, or maybe even before this too. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Decisive, he's okay. Devo. This is Business or whatever it's called. This is terrible. I really did not care for that album. Deaf Poet Society. This is Grip Hop. I don't really know much about this album, to be honest. I picked this up years ago in Vancouver. I was just doing some digging. I came across it, and someone had said, yeah, it's really cool, man. You gotta check it out. It's different. It's very, very different stuff. I'll give them that. Then we got Jesus, Ammo. Yeah, Ammo. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. I actually really dug this. Got Josh Martinez on here. I dug this album, man. I thought this was pretty cool, man. And then we got a group album here. Josh Martinez, DJ Moves again, and AWOL1, who is not Canadian, but Josh Martinez and DJ Moves are. So you got Josh Martinez and DJ Moves EP. It's like a double EP album, and AWOL1 and Moves EP. I really dug this. Thought it was cool. Then we got my homie, this was my best friend, Kane Lee. He did an album with DJ Weasel. He passed away, unfortunately, a few years back. Still to this day, I'm devastated. This is the only album that they had done together before he passed away. And it's interesting, man, because he was like a very pure hip-hop artist, but this is kind of like a drum and bass hip-hop album. He just wanted to experiment because he had done so much with his other group, Johnny No. 5, and things like that for years. And so I wanted to try something different. You've never heard anything like this. This is really unique. But rest in peace to my boy Trav. DL Incognito, a sample and drum machine. Now, DL Incognito is one of my favorite MCs, hands down, from Canada. This guy has put out 5 solo albums, and all of them are really, really dope. I mean, there's not too many hip-hop artists that can say that they put out 5 straight dope albums. And DL Incognito is definitely one of them, man. Spit Forever, man. Head Rush, Audio Coke, Rugged Raw. Oh, the list just goes on and on. Really, really amazing stuff. Then we got DL Incognito Life as a collection of experiences. This, again, is just unreal. I think he won a Juno or something. I don't know, Canadian awards for something on this record, I believe. I'm not 100% sure if it was off this one or not. But awesome, awesome production again, man. Wild Style, man. Love. Full Armored, man, just really, really good stuff. Love DL's flow, great flow. I recommend all these albums to everybody. If you guys can get your hands on these, definitely check them out. DL Incognito, Organic Music for a Digital World. Yeah, this is dope too, man. This has got some really fucking sick tracks on here, man. Yeah, that's what we're looking at there. The Masses. Yeah, it's just really, really good. Really good stuff, man. And then we got his 4th album, A Captured Moment in Time. Again, just nothing but heat on this. I can't stress enough how much this guy's albums are really amazing. It's awesome. Then we got his last one, Someday is Less Than a Second Away. I think I did a review for this on my channel, actually, come to think about it. I actually did do an album, or a review for this album, I remember, because I was so excited. I was waiting for like a couple years for this thing to come out. And I believe Tech12, who does production on like all of DL's albums and things like that, actually commented on my video and said thanks for the review. But yeah, this is really, really good, man. Really good. Check it out. We got Dio. Don't care for it one bit. Dream Warriors, their first album, and now The Legacy Begins. Oh, come on, man. My definition of a boom-bastic jazz style. Come on, it's classic Canadian hip-hop from 1990, man. Damn, I'm so old. Dream Warriors, Subliminal Simulation. Again, I just absolutely love this, man. Day In, Day Out is one of my favorite songs. I fucking love that song, man. Love it, love it, love it. So good. California Dreamin'. Yeah, really, really good album. And The Master Plan by the Dream Warriors. This is great stuff, man. Again, really good stuff. The Era of Stay Real, man. I love that track. Love that track. Dream Warriors even worked with Guru and DJ Premier and things like that. Pretty cool stuff. Epic. Aging is What Friends Do Together. This is one of the strangest hip-hop albums I have probably ever heard in my life. This guy's flow and beats and just the way this whole album is structured is the strangest thing I've ever heard. It really is, man. Eternia, It's Called Life. Honestly, if you're not a fan of female MCs, maybe give Eternia a chance. She's really good, man. This is one of the better hip-hop albums to come out of Canada, and it's from a female artist. Nothing against female artists or anything, but she just really lays it down, and she's had a good career, man. She's done a lot of good stuff. So, but yeah, Eternia and Moss at Last. This was really good too. Good producer MC album. Yeah, there's Eternia right there. Moss. Joel Ortiz on here. We got Raw Digga and Rage. Look at that fucking female track right there. Reef the Lost Causes on here. Maestro. Yeah, getting into those American MCs. Pretty dope stuff. And we got some Evil. They Call Me Evil, or Call Me Evil. I really enjoy this, man. The song Liquor Store in here is so dope. Really good stuff, man. Yeah, I enjoy the Evil. And then this is the same cat, Evil Esner, however you want to pronounce it. I didn't really care for this one as much, to be honest. Yeah, definitely a lot different sound on this record from his other one. And then getting into a really, really amazing Canadian producer, Factor, 13 Stories. You know, producer, album. Look at the cats on here. A lot of these are not Canadian. Sunspot Johns, of course. Henri Osborne, AWOL 1. Lot of non-Canadian artists on here, but I assure you the producer is Canadian. And then we got Chandler. My Factor, again, same type deal. AWOL 1, Josh Martinez. You always see the same cats. Mocha Only. Epic is actually on here. That song is so strange too. Yeah, what can I say? And then we got Lawson Graham. Of course, Factor again, same deal. Producer album, really, really good. Love this record. It's awesome stuff. And then we got some more Factor here. This case is getting tattered. Woke Up Alone. Awesome stuff. All the cats are on here. Open Mike Eagles even on here. Evil Esner. I can't say that fucking word properly, can I? And we got some Farm Fresh representing Peanuts and Corn. Played Out years 94 to 96. Shit, man, this is so dope. There's so many good tracks on here. It's just that real strictly 90s sounding hip hop. It's just awesome. It's really, really, you know, kind of tape fresh. You know, the stuff was recorded on tape, so it's got a lot of tape hits and stuff. It's just really, really good. Really good stuff. And then this is one of their newer albums. Farm Fresh, of course, Pip Skid and McEnroe and DJ Honeycutt. These are the guys from Peanuts and Corn right there. I assure you not, I am not saying penis in corn like people always think I am. This is good, man. Beats are a lot different. It's just a lot newer. Really great stuff, all produced by McEnroe. Good stuff. Fermented Reptile. Oh man, I love this album. Yeah, really, really good stuff, man. Got Gruff and Pip Skid. Of course, this is Fermented Reptile, Pips. Pip Skid and Gruff. You'll see those names again coming up. Represent Peanuts and Corn. Really, really good stuff. And what you're hearing in the background is this album right now, Frankenstein, The Sound of Science. The Science of Sound, oh my god. Fantastic. He's a MC slash producer slash MC, however you want to call it. Awesome fucking stuff, man. Oh, here's another thing produced by Factor, The Gaff, The Trip Beyond. It's like an EP. Pretty cool stuff. Then we got Joe Dub and Factor. Again, Factor's producing shit all over the fucking place in Canada. Yeah, good stuff. Then we got Groundbreakers from the ground up. I really enjoyed this, man. These guys are actually from Van City, from Vancouver, so good stuff though, man. Really dug it. Really dug that album. It was a big surprise for me. Gruff, Drury, Gruff the Druid, I mean, Jesus Christ. Drury, yeah, represent Peanuts and Corn again. Really good stuff, man. I love Gruff. Awesome. And then Hopeless by Gruff. Great stuff. Again, Peanuts and Corn. Yeah. Great stuff. Then we got some Ghetto Concept. I never really cared for this album too much. Yeah, I was never really a big fan of this Ghetto Concept album. I don't know, there's something about it that kind of bugged me a little bit. Then we got some Grand Agent, Calligraffiti. This was pretty cool, man. Had some pretty decent songs on it. Very kind of almost like experimental type weirdness. I don't know, it was okay. It's good. Never really checked out much of his stuff after. Hip Hop for Peace mixtape. Yeah, Don't have any idea where I got that from, but I do have it. Hidden Fortress, again, this is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. Yes, and then we got the Hip Hop Wieners. Pip Skid and John Smith, of course, representing Peanuts and Corn. These guys just created so many damn groups. Pip Skid seems to be in all of them, but John Smith is probably my favorite Canadian MC. I love John Smith. He's so fucking awesome. I'll get to his albums in a while. But Hip Hop Wieners, look at that album cover. Amazing. Then we got Infinite 360. This is just, it's more like an EP kind of thing. With 360, Gotta Get Mine. I know Gotta Get Mine was like a huge track back in the day. Then we got a group named Illiterate. Another session. Now, the CD is actually not in here. It's actually in my deck right now. But these guys right now, or these guys here, are actually from, represent Quesnel. I'm not sure if the other guy in this group is from Prince George or whatever, but this is really crazy, man. I gotta say, Dirty Fraser, he kind of reminds me of Vinnie Paz in a way, but a little more positive. He's not as explicit and stuff, but really great album, man. Illiterate. I really want to check out some of Dirty Fraser's solo stuff, but yeah, I'd actually messaged this guy not too long ago, and he got back to me, and I like almost completely had forgotten that I had this album, and I was watching YouTube videos, and I came across him, and I was like, damn, I have that record, and I put two and two together, and I started listening to it. I was like, yeah, really good stuff. But yeah, big ups to Illiterate. Yeah, good stuff, man. Welcome to Planet IRS. Yeah, not really a big fan of this record, man. I don't know what it is. I'd never really been a big fan of this one. It's okay, but you know how it goes. Joshua's Dream Mixes from Han Solo Records. I like a lot of the stuff's from Han Solo. Got some OK Cobra on here. Bird of Prey. Yeah, it's just a mixtape. Good stuff on here, though. Joey Chavez, this is a beat tape. Of course, Chavez did production for like Swollen Members and things like that. Matt Child and Among People. Really, I love the beats on here. They're so soothing. Really soothing stuff. Fucking Jay Busy, The Ghost of Jacob Marley. This is awesome. Love this record, man. East Coast Warriors, The Classified, Johnny Hardcore. Good track. Then we got some J Brew. Yeah. Identity Crisis. It's not bad. Not bad. I mean, it has its moments on here. You can see all the same cats on here. Ghetto Socks. Mike Boy, Classified. Yeah. And then, yeah, getting to my boy John Smith. Blunderbuss. Represent Winnipeg. Awesome stuff. Fucking gas prices are killing me. He was talking that shit like back when this album came out, man. This is like in the early 2000s. It's funny. Fucking see what he'd be saying about the gas prices now. Pinky's Laundromat, John Smith. Again, fucking awesome. Love John Smith. He's just such an underrated MC. Wish more people check him out. Then we got John Smith, Growing Pains. This is fantastic. Really great stuff, man. Really great stuff. Yeah, anytime, man. That song right off the top is just phenomenal. And then his latest effort, which it might not be now, I don't know. Old Man Winter. Love this track. Or love this album, man, too. It's really good, man. Always looking forward to everything that John Smith is doing. Then we got Justice. Justice. Good album, man. This just shit fucking surprised the shit out of me, man. Really good stuff. I couldn't believe how good this album was. Good. Really dope beats, man. And then we got Cardinal Official, Quest for Life, Firestarter Volume 1. You know, I like Cardinal. He's interesting. He's an interesting cat. And then what are we going to do here? We got another Cardinal Official album right here, Fire and Glory. It's okay. It's some decent stuff. And then we're going to head just right here. I'm going to show you the last three. I took these actually off the shelf, so sorry about the camera work. Kanon. I thought this was really amazing stuff. Really good Canadian hip-hop. Interesting stuff. The album's called The Dusty Foot Philosopher. Definitely give this one a shot. I don't know why that's not gonna focus, but yeah, good stuff. And his sophomore record, Troubledore. Good stuff. I think he's originally from South Africa or something like that. He's got like that type of influence in his music. And then this one right here, Country God or the Girl. Didn't really care for this one whatsoever. A little too much experimental, oddball sounding stuff for me, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for episode, or part 32 of the collection, and we got one more huge shelf here to get through, And if you guys are still with me, I do have, I don't know, 4 shelves of like non-hip-hop stuff. If anyone wants to see that, it's just very, very random metal and all sorts of music. So anyways, guys, peace out. Check you guys later. Gia.